Alright, so I think it's fair to say at this point that if you're a vegetarian, then a portobello mushroom is pretty much your version of a steak. This beautiful mushroom is extremely meaty, it has a ton of umami, and if cooked properly is juicy and tender. And today I'm gonna show you just that, how to cook a portobello mushroom like a professional chef, as well as a quick garnish that's going to serve as a great appetizer. So without further ado, let's begin. So here is our beautiful portobello mushroom. And the first thing we're going to do is remove the stem, which you can do by hand. Also, these dark gills here around the stem are optional to remove, and you can simply do that by scraping them off with the tip of a spoon. But in this instance, I'm going to leave them on as I find they provide a nice meatiness and fullness to the mushroom. However, if you're adding these to a stew or a sauce, you're going to want to remove these gills as they tend to leach out when cooked and they're going to end up discoloring your sauce. Next, I'm going to dry brush these with a paper towel. And then I'll clean my board from any debris. And then I'll wet brush these for a final clean. Now with the paring knife, I'm going to make a cross-hatch pattern on the cap of the mushroom. And what this will do is it's going to allow our mushroom to absorb flavors more efficiently. And here is what it looks like when it's prepped and ready to be cooked. Next, I'm going to add some olive oil on top of the mushroom and rub that in, along with some salt and black pepper. And I'll turn the mushroom over and I'll season the flip side as well. Add some olive oil into a generously hot pan, and by generously I mean about medium high. And here we're going to treat the mushroom as if it were a steak, and what we want to do is create the Maillard reaction, and we want to brown the surface of that cap. And yes, I'm using my hands here. In professional kitchens, using your hands in hot pans is a pretty common practice. And the humble mushroom loves to absorb a lot of oil, kind of like an eggplant, so if your pan is turning dry, don't be afraid to add some more olive oil. And here I'm tilting the pan so that the rounded edge of my mushroom can cook properly and brown as well. Next, I'll turn my mushroom over and I'm gonna add a few cloves of garlic as well as a couple sprigs of thyme. And then I'm going to add a couple tablespoons worth of cold butter, and this is where our crosshatch pattern comes into play. The flavor from the garlic and the thyme will infuse with the butter, and as I baste, this is going to be reabsorbed into my mushroom. Now imagine if the surface of the mushroom was left untouched and we were doing the same thing. The flavor from our butter wouldn't be able to penetrate the natural pores of the mushroom as efficiently. And once the mushroom begins to soften, and you can do this by touch, then it's done. Now I'm going to plate my mushroom. Then I'll add the roasted garlic from the pan. And here I'm adding a garnish of some chopped parsley, basil, lemon juice, and Kalamata olives. And here is our beautiful appetizer. It's time to dig in. And this was definitely vegetarian heaven. The meatiness of the portobello mushroom is definitely a great substitute for a steak. And the garnish around it complemented the earthiness of the mushroom. And if I had some cherry tomatoes, I would also include that in my garnish as well. So there you have it, how to cook a portobello mushroom like a chef. So next time you're at the grocery store, definitely give this one a go. And portobello mushrooms are decently priced these days, so it's going to help your wallet when substituting for steak. And remember, when including portobello mushrooms in a sauce, Definitely remove the gills with the tip of a spoon because they tend to leach out and scuzzy up your sauce, which is not always appealing. So that's it, I'm out of here and I can't wait to see you in the next video. But until then, keep on cooking.